Hey, what's up, Schwartz Force? Welcome back to the channel. As you can see, we got Wellsies here, back in the house, doing another video. This time we're giving the A's to those Q's that you dropped in the last video, which if you haven't checked out, link up here. You should go watch that first and then come back to this one. But Wells, how's it going, man?
It's going well. And
Wells as well.
Wells as well. Yeah.
Love it. Awesome. And we're going to talk about a couple other things today in this episode, but just in case you're new to the channel, my name's Dave. Of course, his name's Wells, and this is another episode of Watches with Wells. We're going to be drinking some beers. What do we got today, buddy?
Today we're going with a little sample here. I've got a Blue Moon Iced Coffee Blonde.
Iced Coffee Blonde. Yeah, let me show that Blue Moon Iced Coffee Blonde. And then I'm going with the Sam Adams Winter Lager. Now, this beer here, I haven't tried yet myself. It says here, lager brewed with orange peel, cinnamon, and ginger.
Hint of nutmeg.
Hashtag hipster.
Now, before we do anything, I need you to get that toy the fuck out of here.
This toy?
That toy.
My butterfly.
Yeah. And why don't you get yourself a Merry Birthmas present?
Merry Birthmas?
Merry Birthmas.
Is this really mine?
Yeah,
I can have it?
Yeah, like,
dude,
congratulations.
Hell yeah. Nice. Come and drink it. So, nothing more Texan hang out without busting. Yeah, I'm probably going to break something.
Yeah, that's a heavy duty.
This is nice.
By the way, there is a company in town called Decap Bottle Openers.
Okay.
They do custom die cuts for things.
This is the best Christmas gift ever.
Yeah.
Awesome, man.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, well, here, you crack it in.
So this is, we don't play around with any of those
one
big
too.
old...
All right.
Gone forever.
It's fine. Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
I actually have a gift for you.
What?
But it's not a Christmas gift. So if you guys remember, and I don't know if you saw it, a buddy of mine, fellow YouTuber, Michael MC, he sent in his collection to me.
Oh,
a surprise mystery unboxing.
A big box, if I remember seeing it correctly.
So we kind of did a trade, and he let me keep one of the watches from the collection.
Well, that's awesome.
And obviously, I can't wear them due to my dainty wrist size.
Fragile wrist.
Yes. I'm pretty sure it's all bone. And I thought, I know a guy that can pull one off.
Hey.
Yeah. But before I give you that watch, let's do a wristwatch check. What do you got, man?
I've got the...
Put it right here, bro.
The Carrero tachometer. Carnero.
This watch looks awesome.
Going a little bit off. It originally was with a steel band. Just nothing special. So we gave it some racing stripes to give it a little zig and zag.
Zig and zag.
Yep.
Give it a little zip and dip.
Yeah, it's nice. It doesn't the bevel doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah, it's a fixed.
Obviously.
Tachometer.
It's a tachometer.
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 Love it. All right. Really cool watch. And so this was a watch gang that slipped under the cracks?
Yeah, it did. We'd gone through all of our previous watches with Wells. We'd gone through all the, hey, here it is. I'm done with it.
Yes.
And then, lo and behold, unbeknownst to me, in the back of the closet, there lay a gift. And it was just a box that had somehow just shoved its way back there. And
perfect. Yeah. It's always a nice surprise.
Yeah.
Ooh, more freebies.
Merry Christmas in September.
Yeah.
Or November, or 30 days have whatever.
I don't know, whenever you're watching this. That's nice, man. All right. I like that watch. It looks really cool. Well, I'm wearing a Old Faithful. This is my Parnas Daytona homage. I have it on my Strapsco Rolex styled strap. You guys know this strap and watch. Just giving it some wrist time, trying to, see what I think about it. And I got good things to say, which will come up in another video.
Okay.
But let's jump into this Q&A, bro.
Yeah,
real quick.
The people want answers.
Yeah. So what do you think of this beer?
It tastes nothing like iced coffee whatsoever.
False advertisement.
Now, if they had said like honey mead or like barley wine or something like that, kind of dead on there.
Right? It has
sweet,
a honey kind of
kind of a little sweet hint to it.
Yeah.
It's good. It's a solid beer, but not coffee at all. Like,
it's funny you mentioned that because this, if you you could have wrote any flavors on here. I'm not really pulling out the orange peel and ginger. Not like the ruby grapefruit from Shiner, like the ruby red.
Oh, the ruby red? Yeah. That's straight, half grapefruit zest.
I mean, I guess. Okay, there's a little bit of citrus, but I'm getting more of that cinnamon. It's a good winter lager. A little bit darker, but you know me, man. I like dark beers, so cool. This is a perfect setup for our Q&A. So we're going to jump into these questions, almost all for you, which, of course, as my guest,
makes sense.
As it should be.
Yeah.
It's the Watches with Wells series. Right. So some are for both of us. So let's go with question number 1 from Alias Steve Dan channel. So Eve, I actually did a collab with her. It's really cool. So Eve is asking, and I'll let you answer first. If you could steal one watch from each other's collection, which one would it be?
Ooh.
Steal.
Like steal as in...
felony.
Now, I guess the understood is that you don't know that I've taken said watch.
Right.
Not just like not hamburgering it away right in front of you, but,
It'd be like you're a level 75 Khajiit. I'm asleep,
and you're nothing wrong.
And you're coming in
and
with that red hand.
Your head.
Yes, red hand over the watch box.
Okay. That is a tough one. I believe, actually, out of all of them, it's one that I attempted to steal already once.
Okay.
And was shot down the first time. And you just recently did a review on it, but it was the green one with the names of the cities around the dial.
Yeah, the De Tomaso.
There it is, yes.
Firenze, or however, So that one, okay. That's a really cool watch. And maybe when we do another watch swap, I'll let you have it this round. Maybe. You won't need to steal it, because I'll just let you have it. All right. Now, if I could steal a watch from your collection... I'm kind of glad I wouldn't, because it's the broken one that you brought. I'm like, that's the one I would have stolen.
Spoilers for next episode.
Yes. The watch I would have taken is not working because you drop kicked it into a wall.
Should I? No.
Please.
Yeah. Okay. So the story shall be told later, but the wonderful daily wear that we've gone over several times. And if you look closely, you might notice something is awry.
Let me zoom in a bit more. Okay, go ahead.
Just
something's up with those hands. What's going on there?
There's a little bit of an issue. So, standing at my dresser,
dude, the second hand is like teetering.
It's really trying. And it's been trying like that for a minute.
I will never lend a watch to you, actually. Ever again. No.
It was just one of those chain of events that as it's happening, your mind is in slow motion.
You reacted.
Like, why? So I'm at my dresser and I drop the watch.
Yeah.
And as, I'm sure plenty of people do, an instant reaction to dropping something is I try and hacking sack it back up. But I'm standing at this kind of weird angle and I just kick. And I literally just booted the watch straight into the wall. I just stood there just probably 2 minutes solid of just
thinking, what have I done?
I go checking it, and it looked fine at first. I put it on, and then that's when I know, because I saw movement. I was like, oh, good, it's moving.
Dude, it's fine.
We're fine. And then I was like, wait.
Yeah, we're not fine.
No. So, spoilers for a upcoming episode.
Yes.
We're going to attempt to fix it.
Yeah, we're going to try and see if we can repair that watch.
Screw it up worse. We'll see.
It can only get... It's a 50-50 chance. Right? It's either going to get better or it's going to get worse.
My first thought was to kick it against the wall again and see if it countered. Yeah, but
the other wall.
Right. Obviously.
Yes.
With the other
leg. This is how things work.
Yep.
All right.
It's on. The Fred Flintstone smash it to the head until he gets back normal technique.
So, okay, all joking aside, knowing that this one's out of the pit.
Out of the commission, yes.
The one I would probably steal is your Fortuna.
Ooh.
The green Fortuna. You get to keep your job today watch.
Yes. I'm in a good mood.
That's the one I would definitely check out. Yeah. So, and of course, you guys have seen my collection. I'm actually doing a state of the collection in full. And Wells, we've gone over your collection. So, if you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. Link up here and in the description. But let's move on to the next question.
Okay.
Question. So this is specifically for you from somewhere in time. Good buddy of mine over in the UK.
Okay.
Adrian, thank you so much for the question. And he's asking, Wells, now that the Watch Gang adventure is over, do you have any ideas as to what your first "I want one of those" watches is going to be?
No. And I thought
All right,
that
next
I did.
question.
No. Period.
Done.
No, so I thought this would be a pretty easy transition, especially with how popular Amazon has gotten, where you can find anything on there.
Right.
So what I've found is a couple of things that have been interesting but annoying kind of simultaneously, and that's like my Facebook feed now has watch ads left and right.
Yeah.
And intermixed
Of course.
with all the other random
As
ads.
we all do,
because that's how the algorithms work.
Right.
And you see some of them, and you're like, okay, that's trash, whatever. And some of them look quite nice.
They catch your eye.
So I'll click on the page, but I don't trust the pages for Shop Now because I've tried. I'm about at a 50-50 shot of if I buy something from Facebook, if I have to say, nope, this never showed up, give me my money back, or it shows up and it's,
It's
whatever.
a gamble.
Yeah.
Crapshoot.
Weirdly enough, this shirt was one of the 50-50s. I saw
Pizza Dude's got 30 seconds.
I saw it, and I clicked it, and it showed up, and I was like, hey, it worked.
It worked.
And then I did that with a couple other things, and it hasn't worked, so I just don't really bother with Facebook anymore. So I'll take the brand, and I'll look on Amazon. I can't find it. I'll try and look elsewhere, and I can't find it. And if that's the case, then I'm
going to steer clear.
super sus.
Right. Yes.
And I've gone to the mall to kick it like some sort of feral animal, and gone to the Macy's and the Nordstroms and the JCPenney's and
the counters.
Yeah, just go over the counters, which I remember being a lot shinier and a lot less decrepit back in the day. I don't know if this is just a San Antonio thing, but
could be.
Yeah, I remember there's always people on like all the colognes and perfumes and makeups
like
and watches and stuff.
Vultures.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, not so much.
Not so much. It's been very interesting because I look at these watches now.
Trash.
Yeah.
Yeah, the mall.
Not meaning to be like trash, but
the thing is, I shouldn't say trash. It's more of value. Like, that's overpriced.
Yeah,
that's not worth.
Hey, it's $150 for that. No, that's not.
Yeah,
like
I could do better.
Yeah.
So browsing in Amazon. So you're more of just kind of window shopping online.
I've been window shopping. Yeah, I've seen a couple. I've got a couple highlighted.
What's the most expensive that you've seen that you would that's kind of been maybe I'll buy that
$450.
Really? Mm-hmm. That's a good. That's going to buy you a lot of watch.
That's a lot. It was a lot of watch, and it was actually it was a Seiko.
Yeah,
on Amazon.
I know that you're already saying the fact you were thinking of buying a Seiko is going to please a lot of the watch guys out there because Seiko is held in a really high regard. I will give you a fair warning that when you go down the Seiko rabbit hole, you're going to come across modding on Seikos, and that's like a whole other. I haven't even gotten there yet. But I totally understand why it's like a different realm within.
I feel
the watch
like,
realm. Yeah, dude.
And then they have going up in their lives. That's
you can
where
get some nice expensive Seikos.
That was where I was like, I didn't think that
Do you want to spend $150? Do you want to spend $1,000?
Yeah, exactly.
You can do it. I like there's a range there to fit everyone's taste. So, all right, cool, man.
But it was definitely not something because I think this is something we covered in the first video was. To me, when I said Seiko for the majority of my life, it instantly just brought up that diving Pepsi Cola kind of like look. Mm-hmm. And to me, that was something that I'd never considered for myself. So I was like, I don't want a Seiko because all Seikos look the same, obviously.
Yeah. You just had in your mind that's what it is.
That was the preconceived notion. Now that I'm actually looking, I'm like, hey, there's some neat things.
Whole bunch of different.
And then there's been a bunch of $30 to $50 watches that I'm like I'm tagging. I'm like, I can see things now like that I wouldn't have seen before.
Yeah.
Including the meteorite one that we had talked about. The Brigada, yeah.
Yeah, I actually had it. So Wells didn't know I did a review on the Brigada. And same thing that you saw, it looks good. You're like,
the
that
pictures
looks cool. It's actually an homage of I forget the name of the other watch that has the meteorite dial and everything.
All right.
Yes. Okay, cool. So let's move on to our next question coming from C.E. Garza. So the first one is for me. David, how many watches do you have in your collection currently? Do you let your wife wear any of them? So I think I'm at like 40-ish, somewhere around 40.
What is it? Is it a 24
It's
case?
a 24 case, and the second one's almost full. So it's definitely like, I want to say around 40.
Do you have any not in the case watches?
Oh, yes.
Like,
so for example, okay, just transparency, right? Like watches I get for review that I buy specifically to review if I'm curious, I don't consider those part of my collection.
okay.
If a brand sends one, for example, or if I buy one from a company to review it and letting them know feedback, like I just don't. If I didn't buy it because I wanted it, I don't consider it part of my collection. Now, if I get the watch, I review it, and it grows on me, and I really end up like, hey, I would buy this.
It can upgrade into the collection.
Right. But I don't consider that part of the count.
So 40 is these are mine. And then there's a side box of
random things. Yeah. And I'll find out when I do my State of the Collection if I'm far off from that. I want to say it's about 40.
No.
Yeah. But as far as my wife wearing any of them, like, no, only in the sense that she can't really wear them. They're larger, and the ones that she can wear, she doesn't like. Like, one of my smallest one is a Timex. It's a vintage Timex, and like she thinks it looks like she doesn't like it.
Yeah.
And so the one that she does like that she would wear doesn't fit her because the lug width is too tall, too high. So it hangs over.
Here to here.
Yes. Yeah. So they make a ladies version. Maybe I'll get her one, but yeah, the one she really likes out of my collection, she can't wear.
To add to, how big is her watch collection?
She has 6 watches, I think.
Okay. So it's a respectable rotation there.
I need to do a video on this now that you bring that up because she is a sucker for marketing because she has a Daniel Wellington, a Movement. She has a Nixon, a Fossil, which, again, I had the same brands growing up. But the fact that she still has them and they still work, like, says a lot for those brands, I would say. And then she has a smartwatch, and I think I'm missing one other. About 6.
It's funny because you mentioned that. Like, after we had our whole debate about, like the old Fossil, behemoths, I went and started looking to see if they still even made those.
Do they?
Found a couple, yeah. I was like,
bring it back.
Bring back the 90s. I'm bringing it back. I've got my leather band on the other one, so I'm already I'm already pre-prepping the wrist.
Love it. Next video. All right.
Next.
So CE Garza's question for you is, Wells, how long have you been growing your beard? Any idea what your next watch purchase will be? That's kind of tying into the last question.
We're tying into
okay.
that. Actually, I will say what I think my next watch purchase is going to be a complete sideways changer, and I think we're going to get a pocket watch. Like,
really?
Legitimately, yeah. I used to have a couple, back.
Okay.
And you might even remember I wore them in high school because, I had my wallet chains, and, it was in there too. And
just because?
Why not? Yeah. Like a legitimate.
You definitely have enough in your collection as far as wrist watches. That's hilarious. Pocket watch.
Well, because,
do what you do.
Yeah, do what I would do,
It'd be cool if you could find a vintage, I don't know how expensive they are, but like a vintage like IWC pocket watch would be freaking amazing for hopefully not a lot of money. I don't know.
I want to tiptoe into these waters.
Okay.
And see, because I know
this will be a good update because I want to see one if you end up buying one, and then what you find in the search.
How deep this one goes because, of course,
so pocket watch. Okay.
We'll tiptoe into these waters and we'll see kind of where it's about.
We'll feel it.
That's part 2 of that question. Part 1 of the question is,
how long?
All right, so this current model, I can't honestly. All right, the last time I shaved, 7-8 years ago.
Okay. From shaving.
And I trim, and so secret of the
beard.
Secret of the beard. I'm having a very bad beard day because I just got back from a week of camping.
No, it looks good. It looks fine.
Legitimately, it's just doing whatever it wants to do. So I'm sorry.
Keep that in mind.
I'm sorry for all the beard fans. I truly cut at least an inch off a month.
Okay.
Just to keep it from hitting hobo status.
Yeah.
Like this is the plateau where I like, and to keep it from. Give me your bags,
I would love to see that actually.
It's funny because my sideburns grow like twice as fast as everything else, so they just it goes into crazy mode real fast. About this much of a beard for probably 5 years.
Okay, so let's say 6 years.
Let's say 6 years for sure.
You've been growing your beard.
I have not had a full clean shaven face, other than 1 week in Christmas, 6 or 7 years ago. Even counting that, all together, I have not had a clean shaven face since I think I was 17.
High school.
Yeah. Even then, I had mutton chops. Like,
Yeah.
I don't fully remember what all this looks like.
We don't really know what Wells looks like under the beard.
Yeah, there's another beard under that beard.
This question is from Bree Shopping.
Mm-hmm.
Bree Shopping.
Mm-hmm. Bree Shopping?
Did you say free shipping?
Yeah.
No. Bree Shopping. Okay. My question is, let's say one has an unbelievably difficult to shop for father, and one wants to get him a nice, snazzy present for Christmas.
Ooh.
What should one do?
One should probably always speak in the third person. Of course.
This is a lot of hypotheticals.
This is a lot of hypotheticals. So if one were to have a hard to shop for father.
Right. Which this one may not. You may not. But if you do,
right.
What do you do?
One may be throwing this as a friend, you know. He's a lot like myself.
Gift cards.
If there's no, I mean, like, yeah, but that ruins a little
It's
bit.
not.
Like,
It's not as.
you know, here's fucking
It's easy.
$24.17, old man. Like, go have fun.
Yeah.
You want to do something more than a gift card because you want that joy of like, hey, I got you something that you want.
Especially for someone that's hard to shop for, if you find something that's good, it's like even more satisfying.
Yeah.
Okay.
I personally, I'm kind of falling the same way. I think I've been told I'm hard to shop for. I don't think so. If you give me anything that's even close to like realms that I like.
I think it's not so much that you're hard to shop for. I think it's hard to gauge if you're going to really like the gift because you're random.
Yeah.
So it's like, hey, I bought you this.
Yeah.
You're gonna like, cool.
Yeah.
But as far as like finding the perfect gift, maybe in that sense.
I feel like, all right, so my go-to for forever was for my dad to try and get him something from like Sharper Image or Spencer's.
So kind of that style of gift.
Hey, like, here's a gadget that doesn't really have any damn use, but like it's really cool and it, like
For what it does.
Yeah, the salesman sure got me, you know. It's a popcorn maker that's also a Bluetooth, you know, like whatever.
The watch winding box from the Infinity Wars.
Ooh, yeah, like
Drawer.
the Doctor Strange one.
Doctor Strange.
The Doctor Strange one, yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
Yes.
That costs 150, 200 tops. I'd say you split the difference and you just go full blown crazy.
Okay.
And inside your box, you just get them a bag of cooked spaghetti. But inside the spaghetti,
It's another bag.
another bag.
Jelly beans.
No, I was gonna give something, you know, like probably
cool,
yeah.
Thought we were still on the gag.
Got to dig through the spaghetti to get to them. And the longer you place it under the tree, the better. But yeah, no,
That might actually not work out well because if you think about it, the wet spaghetti, when you wrap the gift, is fine. But in the days that have passed up to Christmas,
so I said the longer longer in advance you do this,
it has crusted into like a wasp nest, paper mache.
Oh yeah,
pasta mache.
Pasta mache.
So what's in the fucking spaghetti?
I don't know. I'm trying to think of something snazzy. Something
Dude,
that's
this question is taking you so much longer to answer.
I don't know. Like I'm terrible at shopping. I'll tell you how I shop is the same way that I basically live. Is I wander around, I see something, I impulse buy it, I'm done.
Yeah. So this is a gift for someone difficult to shop for father.
Yeah. I think that a good one that a lot of people don't think about is kitchen knives.
Okay.
Like really badass chef knife.
Yep.
Like spend some money. Don't
Yeah.
Don't just go buy like the Walmart or whatever. Like literally go get a Damascus chef knife.
Yeah.
Something like that would be pretty
German
solid.
or Japanese would be my preference as far as blades go.
Yep.
But yeah, there you go. Get a damn good knife.
And, you know what? Get a mezzanine.
You know what? A really nice, well-made, old school vintage toolbox.
A 17th century guillotine. I know, but a toolbox is actually a pretty legit one too. Like, but this is like when you're in this realm, you have to get quality.
Oh yeah,
you can't just go get like a Harbor Freight toolbox that's going to last you 2 years.
I think Best Made Co. has a really nice toolbox. It's red, powder coated.
Okay.
I bought one for my dad.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's still in the garage, still used when he's got to fix stuff like toolbox.
I think if you don't have the resources to do something like a $2,000 toolbox or a $500 knife.
Oh, it wasn't that much. It was like $100 and some bucks.
No, I'm saying like if you don't have the resources to go like high quality like that, splurge for a memory, like tickets to whatever, you and him, baseball game, painting with a twist. I don't give a shit. Like,
Sure.
you know,
Some moment.
something like that. It's like paint for the moment.
Okay.
You know, that if nothing else, figure out something that he's halfway interested in and just go do that together.
That sounds good.
That's a solid. You know,
Yeah.
like there's a real answer.
Even Top Golf or something like fun.
You know what? Perfect. Yeah.
Top Golf.
Go top off. Get some shots.
Do some shots.
Yeah.
While
Yeah.
do shots while taking shots.
While doing that, launch a putter off the fucking top level and get kicked out. You know,
getting banned.
Yeah.
I would say whatever
getting
event
banned together.
and getting banned together.
There it is.
Yeah, what a bond.
The family that gets banned together is
together.
probably on cops together. But,
The family that gets banned together bands together. That slogan is copyrighted.
Right,
now.
copyrighted. Trademark.
All right. All right, Bree Shopping. Thanks for the question. Sorry it took so long to get an answer.
Yeah, sorry that you gave us a difficult to ask question on what was supposed to be a whimsical period.
Way to ruin our
Jerk
event.
face.
No, just kidding. Okay, next question is from Hunter Bautista. Really cool guy.
Okay.
Would you guys consider Vostok Russian watches, and what are your thoughts about them? Are you familiar with Vostok?
We talked about this a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know if it made the cut of one of the episodes.
I don't think it did.
But we talked about it, I think, behind the scenes.
Right. So, like, for me, okay, the Vostok Amphibia, for example, is a watch that, or the Scuba Dude, I've been meaning to buy for a long time. I just always find other watches that I get first.
Okay.
There's no real reason, I guess, is kind of making me think about it. Like, I should just get one already. It's a watch that I have wanted, need to buy.
It's at the wrong point in your wish list. So things just either...
Things pop up in front of it, right?
No.
So that's probably why I don't have one. As far as my thoughts on them, from what I've seen, really cool. Seem to be a little bit hit or miss. You could buy one that the movement might be like any used watch, right? Older watch. There could be some issues, especially if you're buying used, like on, well, of course, I guess used, but like buying used on eBay or something might be a little more risky.
Right.
But they're not very expensive, so yeah, why not?
Is there a... what's the word I'm looking for? Not a fake.
Replica?
Replica, I
No,
guess?
because the Vostoks are already like sub 100.
Yeah.
They're pretty cheap.
Like, is there a replica of the replica?
Nah.
No, like...
I'm interested, so I've wanted one. I will get one.
I kind of want to see it. Like,
I actually have a guy.
I'd like to play around, you know, like...
Yeah, I was just gonna say. So this question we'll have to come back to because I have another viewer who's been willing to send me some of his collection directly.
Ooh.
So he has some Vostoks listed. I think some of them are modded. So I'll see if I can snag a few and show you some of those, and then kind of we'll come back to this question. So I'll say to be continued, Hunter. As far as with Wellsies' experience, because I don't think you've seen too many of Vostok watches.
No, I'm aware of them.
Yeah. Last question here from Miguel with SoCal Watch Reviews. He said, Wells, what is your grail piece and why? That one
That's
watch.
a rough one.
If you had money wasn't an object, rarity wasn't an issue, you could just obtain any grail piece, what would it be? So this is the Tag Heuer Carrera X Aston Martin series. Wow. Okay. So I'll post a picture of this. I gotta say, I've never heard of this watch.
It was literally going down a rabbit hole one day.
Yeah.
Of just, hey, you know, like I want to see all of Omega and all of Rolex and all of Tag and all, you know, just kind of just scroll it through, and just something about this one, like, you know, of course, it's a limited edition. Named after a limited edition, badass car as well, like,
and it would fit you fine, 45 mil. So why this watch?
Don't know. It just had that gut, like that je ne sais quoi. If it,
Yes.
No, but legitimately, it really was one of those, like, it has just enough of every element of every watch that I've liked.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of a blend.
Really
cool materials as I'm looking at this.
Really cool materials, and then I started kind of playing around, like, let me hold this up, like, to my monitor, and like hold a different, band up, and hold a different, like, kept swapping things around. It's surprisingly chameleon-esque, where you could put any combination of colors with that, and it popped. It was solid.
Interesting.
Yeah, I put a yellow band up, like a bright. Like, I think you actually have a similar one, but it was like I put like a neon yellow band up to it, and because it's black and kind of brown, it was like, well, that actually looks really cool.
Like it works.
Damn,
man. All right. The Tag Heuer Carrera X Aston Martin.
There's a little bit of the
26,000.
26,000.
Yeah. So definitely, if money was no problem.
No. You can go obviously higher than that. I'm not greedy, but like I started looking at some of the $100,000 ones. I was like, I don't.
Yeah. it gets to a point where there's
my
like
eye's not trained enough to see the what from here to here.
there's Grail, and then I feel like there's unattainable Grail, whether due to price or due to rarity, just no one's selling them.
There's Grail, and then there's like just bucket load of caviar for no reason.
Interesting. Okay, cool, man. I like it.
Yeah.
I think people will be surprised that because I don't know if you're aware of this, but like Tag it's like love or hate, and it's kind of a polarizing brand. Tag Heuer.
I've heard this, and it's so fun to be blissfully ignorant of like.
Right,
like just walking.
You like what you like.
You just walk into the street. You're like, that looks fun.
Yeah.
And you're skipping the lane in between a couple gangs that are like having a war, not knowing that if you stumble either side, like, oh no,
they haven't roped you in yet.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I like that.
I have
analogy.
no idea. Yeah, I have no idea, and I kind of like to keep it that way. Like,
dude, yeah, I like it. I've never.
It's different though. Like,
the funny thing is your browsing has just like. When you're in a new video game and you're going out and the map is black, and as you explore, it slowly shows.
The fog of war, kind of coming out. Yeah.
So like you've just kind of lit up a portion of my map because I had no idea about this watch,
right?
And now I do, and I'm gonna have to look into it because it looks really cool.
In the same line, like the Carrera line has a whole bunch of different things, and
right?
The blah 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 line had a whole bunch of different things.
Yeah,
and it was real fun, just kind of like having no idea what I was looking for, just. Tag here and like just
there you go. Here's some stuff.
Click next. It's the Wikipedia like rabbit hole where you just start clicking and now you're
just going
46 pages deep and
that's how you learn new stuff.
Yep.
So
yeah, it was
I love it. Okay, so before I forget, Michael MC's watch collection. The watch I got to keep. We actually did a trade because I wanted to thank him, so I gave him a watch of mine. And got this watch for you, and I hope he can pull it off. I think he can. I think he can pull it off. That wrist, I think it's gonna work. All right, check this thing out.
Oh, this is already a behemoth. Jesus.
Let me show it on the camera. I forgot to do that. Yeah, look at that. So this is that cream dial. It's like a Russian diver style watch with that crown guard on there. Nice. All right, cool.
So the fact that on me.
Hey
I have to zoom out a little bit there.
Yeah. I forgot I was zoomed in. There we go. Check that out.
This is
So here's what's funny is it actually fits. Like if you put it on my wrist, it would be hanging over.
The fact that it literally it almost goes to my entirety.
Yeah. There you go. But try it out. Let me know what you think over time. It's pretty huge.
It is. There's no forgetting that this is going through the wall. If I accidentally were,
if you drop it and hacky sack it, yeah. And if you end up not liking it, of course, let me know. But so we got the Invicta, and this is your first Invicta. You've never owned any others?
No, I haven't.
Yeah. So you'll have to just let us know how it does, how it holds up. I think it's probably a tank of a watch.
It is. But sometimes you need to take up,
Yeah. Tank you.
Tanks.
Hey, Mike. Michael. Hey, Michael.
Hey, Mikey.
Tanks for the watch.
Tanks. So hopefully that was...
Great questions.
Yeah,
great answers from Wellsies.
Except for that Brie.
Yeah. Really 3 for a ringer.
It did. I was expecting some sort of watch question, or a beard question is acceptable too. Possibly, hey, I really like that shirt on episode 2 or whatever.
Yeah. Where'd you get that shirt at?
Yeah, right. Like I get to think of those, but you hit me right where I don't know the answer to that myself, and I deal with this on a yearly basis.
It's just in time too, because Christmas coming up. Yep. So awesome. All right, man. Well, thanks again, Wells, coming back to the channel. Mm-hmm. This time we didn't unbox anything, but we answered some really cool questions. Thanks to all who participated.
I hope y'all had fun. I hope y'all learned a little something. I learned a little something about y'all.
Thank you so much for the questions, guys. As always, in case you haven't joined the Schwartz Force, hit that subscribe button down below. We'd love to have you be part of the Schwartz Force family. We're going to do more Watches with Wells videos coming up in the future, as always. And I just want to give a big thank you. So, Wells, you got anything else to, as you're drinking your beer? Anything else? This guy's not ready.
No. We're all good.
Nothing else.
Back to my damn
Nothing
beer.
else to say. All right. So we'll look forward to seeing you guys at the next one. As always, may the Schwartz be with you. Take care.